Welcome everyone, this is Everyone Loves Pirates, and we are playing Dwarf Fortress. And if you like to, you can check out the first two videos I did. This is the first episode, but the first two explain basically what we're doing. That we created the world, you get to see how the world was created, and what sort of settings we're playing with. And we also we chose our embark. So we determined what our dwarfs were going to do. And we'll go over this a little bit, just kind of what their roles were and stuff as we play. But we chose them, and I talked about why I chose them and what we're kind of bringing along on the trip. But right now, we have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond because we're playing with the tile set, so some of the punctuation disappears. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Enorsibrak, which should be our mother home, our mother mountain home. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before the winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings before the dingoes get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place, Akmamsodel. Yeah, right? Akmamsodel. Sunken shields, in English. Strike the earth, and strike it we shall. And of course, I need to select the window. And it's going to go black for a little bit. And this is our home. Oh, good. I thought it was going to end up being completely flat, but apparently not. Interesting. I'm going to zoom way out, get a look at this place. There's our river to the east. And we do have a little bit of a mountain here. Excellent. River's a little far away from the hillside. Could have swore I made this a very wide embark instead of it's looking kind of 4x3 here, which is fine as long as I didn't make it too big or anything. So if you don't know what's going on, I'm not going to explain a whole lot. Hopefully you know, but we're moving Z levels, so this is the Z level we're on, our elevation basically, just that we're looking at currently. So all this is considered open space, but there's stuff below it. We can tell. Then we go down to the next Z level where all of our dwarfs are right now. I know this is really small, but that's where we are. And then if we go and we can see, oh, where it's darker, okay, that's further down, but we can see what's there. It's not just air. And then we go down to the last Z level here, at least on the surface. We got a river, actually kind of where it ends there too, which is kind of interesting. So we just got barely a little bit of river. We got a few little ponds and stuff as well on both levels. So, yeah, I think it's a decent little area to play at. Okay, so let's zoom back in so you guys can see. I am playing in 720, and that's just so I can have everything up on the screen that I need to have to be able to play this game. Because you kind of need to be able to do certain things. One of the most important things you need to do is be able to view this, Dwarf Therapist. And this is where we can decide exactly what our dwarfs will do. So where they have skills, where they have ability that we gave them in that second video in the embark, is what they're allowed to do right now. But I specialize my dwarfs. I need some dwarfs to do stuff even though they don't really know how to do it. So right now we won't really need our mason for a whole lot, except for showing what buildings need to be done. So I'm going to have him also learn how to woodcut. And maybe even carpentry to start out with, because we won't have a masonry shop, workshop right away. Our farmer, he can just help move things for now, probably, and gather up wood that's cut, assuming we can even find some trees. It will also make him, for now, plant gatherer, probably. Our brewer as well can kind of just help us out where we need help. He's also our cooker, our chef. Our fisher, I'm just going to let fish. And then we have guys that have nothing, so there are miners. 2 men, or okay, 3 men. Fishing and miners. By that I mean they mine out the earth. They're not very young. And you, what are you? Oh, you're our leader. Excellent. And you will, for the time being, oh, I don't know what you should do. I may just not give you anything to do for now. Yeah, I am just kind of trying to remember off the top of my head what needs to be done at the beginning of a playthrough as well. Obviously, we'll start mining and fishing and moving things into the areas that we've mined. Hopefully get a farm started. Though with the fish and the food we brought, it's not needed immediately. Just throw people on stone detailing before I forget as well. And we'll have just regular dwarfs do that. Actually, yeah. We'll get migrants that come in. Okay, I think this is probably pretty good. Once you see I've chosen things for people to do, because if no one is set to do these things and we ask them to be done, no one's going to do them. Like, that's not my job. So you gotta, the things that we need done that they didn't have skills in, we need to tell them to do it, like mining and cutting wood. And also building some beds and stuff. So once we've done that, we need to commit the pending changes. And now our dwarfs have been changed. They've been therapized. And lastly, let's zoom out a tiny bit. We want to figure out where we're going to build our home. So our dwarves are up here right now. But I want to just dig into the side of a mountain. That's the easiest thing to do. Even though we're called sunken shields. I think that's the plan. We do have some trees around here. So we'll get on that as well. But I don't want my fisher dwarf to have to go too far to fish. So, that could be alright. I learned a technique. I don't remember where I learned it from, but it's kind of what I've done every single time I build a fortress. And it's kind of to do some switchbacks as a gauntlet that enemies are going to have to run. They want to come attack me. That's not the right place. So this to there. I don't like having that diagonal. I thought you were going to work here. Maybe not. And we could dig out some of this stuff. I was just trying to find a place that was already ready already. No, that actually might not be bad. It's a little bit interesting, but let's try this instead. Because you want to make it 3 by 3, or it needs to be 3 wide, so the caravans will be able to make it through. And, oh, I hit the wrong deal. Okay. So this will give us the opportunity to go that way later if we want. I'm not used to having it kind of this way, so this is going to kind of confuse me a little bit possibly. And it's probably enough, so then we go there and there. Oh, wait, other way around. Ah, stop it. Ah. Those will be my 2 doors into the area, and we need a place for our 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ah. There you go. 5 by 5, a little area for our trading post. Okay. And then we need some Let's see. Area to store stuff and make our stairs down. We'll put those. For now, we'll just do this. Okay, and when we unpause, the game starts paused, but our digger dwarfs, our miner dwarfs that we assigned, will come down here and start digging this out. The other thing we need to do is find, it's kind of nearby, we're going to want to cut down trees. Actually, while things aren't too dangerous, let's grab, so designate, chop down trees. Let's grab those. They turn brown to let us know they're going to be cut down. And I don't know, maybe just everything over here too. Okay. And who did I make my plant gatherer? Would be the farmer. Okay, perfect. So, well, I'll just gather some local plants just in case they have things that we don't already have. So we'll get a little fruit from this as well, but we'll get seeds. Never hurts to have more seeds. And then we can grow some local stuff. It's different from what we brought. Now, also to look around, just out of curiosity, you can see, okay, get out of that. Let's go to status. Is that right? No, no, what did I want? It's going to take me a little while to get around. What I want to find is everything on the map. Unit list? There we go. So there's a sturgeon. There's sturgeons in the water. We ended up bringing 2 cats and 2 dogs, but we also have a water buffalo bull and a stray mule. Those can't breed. There's your problem. Yeah. I'm kind of looking for where these mirthful animals might be. But I don't see any. Oh well, they may come onto the map later, or maybe we just aren't going to have a whole lot of wildlife around, which would be a bit of a shame. Good thing we got a fisher dwarf instead of a hunter dwarf. Alright, well I'm going to, now that we have jobs for all these dwarfs, I'm going to unpause. That only took 13 minutes. So here come our miners. Oh, there's something. Where'd it go? Ah! No, go away. Ha! Yeah, hit wrong buttons. Okay. There we go. We hit K to view what things are. That's just Bumblebee. It looked like Bumblebee, but you never know. Come on, I want to see that red one. I've never messed with beekeeping before. One of the things that was added in. The cardinal. Okay. So some of the littler animals and stuff won't be put on the... Ah, here we go. I recognize these. Those are ravens. Okay, so I don't really recognize them. But I recognize them because when I played, like when I did play months and months ago, it was as an adventurer. And like ravens were difficult to kill. They just flew away. Okay, that's another thing we need to do. So our fisherman's going to the swamps to hunt. Or not hunt, but to fish. We don't want that. We need to designate an area for him to fish. I'm gonna use the river because I imagine the river is going to be the best place to fish. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay. X. I wanted a zone. That zone would be I, right? Yeah. I said designate, but I want... There we go. And this will be a fishing source and a water source. So people can come here to get water if they absolutely need to get some water. Excellent. So our fisher dwarf should go over there and start fishing in the fishing area. And these guys have become miners. They've gotten some experience. And we got trees being cut down as well. And we got some plants being gathered. Now we have these dogs and cats, which can be good for just kind of letting us know if there's enemies and stuff around. The cats will eat vermin and stuff in our fort. Keep them from breeding out of control. The vermin, at least. The cats will breed out of control. And, you know, just kind of keep rats and stuff from getting in our food, which is good. We can go down a level and just see kind of what we got here. We got some red sand. And once they finish clearing this out, we'll have all the other dwarves bring stuff in from outside. And then we will... Nothing to catch still? Are you over there? You are. Don't tell me there's nothing to catch in this whole river. That would not be good. We'll work on that. I mean, I really like the fishing. But, hey, if we can't do that, we'll have to grow stuff. Are we at the bottom of the map? We are. So it is pretty short. Okay, so these guys are done carving that out, and they're running away to go get some liquor or something. Before they get too far away, we're going to have them dig an up-down stairway. Because we want to see what's down here. So we're already at 98. I'm going to go down 8 levels. And they'll come back and they'll do that. In the meantime, I'm going to this time use P key and make a stockpile here. And basically, this stockpile is going to have everything in it. V is not what I wanted. I thought V was it. Is it T? T. Nope, not T. Not V. Oh, what is it? How do I change the stockpile? P adds them. I want to change it. U? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head instead of reading this stuff. It's Q. It's gotta be Q, right? It's Q. Yeah. I didn't even see it on there, but I remembered muscle memory. So we'll change the settings and we'll make this, we'll enable them to store everything except for not corpses. Not refuse. Stone. Actually, not stone either. I'm going to leave stone wherever they unturn it. Actually, not wood. I'm going to have wood separate. Okay. Excellent. So they'll start bringing stuff in. The other thing we can do... Where are my dwarves? There we go. Is we can use X here, because we're still under Q, to remove this building. So they'll break down the cart and bring everything down as well off the cart. And what was the last thing I wanted to do? Oh, I wanted to make a place for the wood. So I'm going to do P again, wood this time. Like that, and then I'm going to carve out a little area for the workshop for the wood. Might as well, actually, I'm going to put it here. 3x3 area for the workshop, and we'll probably end up making this here like finished goods as well. But for now, they can pile up in the workshop. I'm not too concerned. We're not going to be building a whole lot of stuff out of it. Oh, and the other thing we want to do as well is I don't want my miners. They're a little busy right now. And I'll probably forget later, but I don't want them hauling stuff. I'm gonna keep them busy for the long future. So I'm turning off hauling for them. The other dwarves that are doing nothing can haul. Normally I do that with my fisher dwarf as well. We'll try that, but if there's no fish in this river, I mean there should be, even if it's saltwater, there'll still be fish in it. Okay. Very good. Oh, good. He is finding stuff. So we can see, if we look at him, he's storing an item in a stockpile. He's taking the fish over to be stored. And we can actually look at what he's holding by hitting I, his inventory, see what he's wearing. I mean, it's all just so much information. But at the very end, we can see raw shad. So there are fish here. Very good. And we do want to see what stuff we have. This is good because there's some sand and dirt and stuff. So we have sand, fire clay, okay, silt. These will be easy to dig through for our miners. Limestone, excellent. Lots of limestone. Okay, so we'll have some stone to build with. I forget if limestone is a flux material or not. Probably need to get the wiki open as well off to the side of my screen somewhere. I need to hook up my old monitor and try a dual monitor setup, but I don't really need to stress out my graphics card any more than I am. But hey, we're at 22 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep these episodes nice and short, so you can, you don't have to commit forever to watch one. Just kind of like a little episode on a TV show. And once again, I mentioned in the first few videos, if you want to see how we got to where we are with just setting up, feel free to go visit those. They will be in the playlist as well. But please give me your comments. I'd love to hear what you think I should do maybe. I won't promise that I'll do it, but just, I'd love to have you involved, and it makes it more fun for me. It probably make it more fun for you as well. I will name the dwarfs after people who comment, as long as it's not like spam comments or something. As long as you're giving some useful comments, then I will be more than happy to give you a dwarf, maybe even a specific occupation or something. Maybe I don't know if I can actually name the cats, but yeah, there's a lot of options here for some viewer participation, if you will. So I really look forward to that. I think that would be a lot of fun. And with that in mind, I'll try not to do too many of these in bulk and just throw them up, because the comments I think work a little better if people are current. But at the same time, it won't have a whole lot of viewers off the bat either. So we'll try to get we'll probably get a lot of content out just right out the door. So thanks again for viewing. I really appreciate it. I hope you're liking it. And if you are liking it, feel free to give me some likes as well, just so that other people will see that it's a decent series and that they will watch it too. Share the love. But this is Everyone Loves Pirates. Thanking you for watching, and I will see you all next episode.